Thank you. Good evening. I'm going to open the November 14th Town Council meeting to order. If everyone would please stand to pledge the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I know, Ms. Hawes, you have something, but I wanted to just say, Ms. Rogers is excused. I wanted to publicly thank everyone that participated in the Veterans Day ceremony. There were two. There was one at 11. It was very quiet. And then there was the dedication at 2:00. And it was the Forster I love. You know, there was the fire departments, the kids from Payne School, playing games. They passed out cards that they had made to the veterans. The veterans were there. The American Legion, I especially want to thank Dave Terrell for really pushing to get that field dedicated to Captain Phillips. Tommy Saderback and Bill Fortier for all their work with the American Legion. Recreation, Tammy Steinkamp. I mean, what, can't say enough about that woman. And Whitney and Casey helping out. South Forster, especially Charlie Stockwell, he set up the speaker and brought a generator because we didn't have power down there. So Forster Center was there, Moosup Valley. Harry and Sam Shippey set up signs for slow down because we didn't have anything there. They put up the barrels and put up men working, slow down. He said, that's the only signs I could find. So it was just a very moving ceremony, and it still brings me because that's the Forster I know and love. So thank you for listening to me. Ms. Hawes, you wanted to say something?
I just didn't have it on then. I too want to thank everybody. It's been bittersweet being on the council. I've enjoyed it, and we've had moments, we've had other moments, and we basically did all right between us, and I'm thankful for that. I am sorry it's over, but it's not over, because I'll be here. At any rate, I wanted to just let everybody know that the chief's not here tonight, Chief Lindell, because she is at a New England State Police Law Enforcement Leadership Conference in Newport. She was asked to be a guest speaker, and that's a high honor, and I thought it was one that everybody should know about and applaud her for, because you don't get asked to do that every day, and I'm pretty proud of her. So I just wanted to let everybody in the town know about it. So
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Stevie. Now,
Nice job. No other public comments.
she does us proud.
I'll move on to the consent agenda.
accept the consent agenda as presented. Second.
Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Thank you. Public hearing, we have our liquor license renewals. You have within Sugar Sink the list of liquor license to be renewed, and there is a motion.
Yes. So I just start at the
There's
top
several,
and
yeah.
go down?
Yeah.
Okay, I move that in conformity with and under the authority of the provisions of, I can't see, Title 3, Chapter 3.5 of the general laws of the state of Rhode Island, revision of 1956 as amended, and any and all, thank you, amendments thereto. The annual fees for Class A package store license shall be and are hereby fixed at 400 at it's in parentheses 500. So which is it? It's okay. So $500 each. Do I keep going? That the annual fees for Class B victualers, BV and BVL shall be and is hereby fixed at $500 each. That the annual fees for Class D unlimited shall be and is hereby fixed at $800 each. That the annual fee for extra hour closing shall be and is hereby fixed at $200. That the annual fee for an entertainment license shall be and is hereby fixed at $300. That the annual fee for the holiday sales is $100. Somebody has to second that.
Second.
Discussion? Well, it's a public hearing, so anyone have any objections to any of these so far?
Okay.
Mhm.
The second motion is, I move that all holders of,
We normally vote at the end. We normally vote for everything.
At one.
No, each thing that she's
Okay.
reading.
All
Okay.
right, so yeah, you
So-
will vote for the.
So the vote. Okay, so I have a question. Could I just receive the motion? Thank you. So it talks about victual licenses, and is that the same as the liquor licenses? I thought we were just doing liquor licenses tonight.
That comes with liquor licenses is the victual.
Okay, all right.
It's a class, right? It's part
That's
of
the
the
class.
class.
It's part of the class. Okay, thank you.
We always do this time of year, all
I
of them,
know,
right?
but we have two different licenses. We have the liquor and then we have.
So
the-
they should vote on each thing, each one of these
Right.
Restaurant.
independently. So
Right,
that was that.
so that motion was,
I just need a.
Now,
So-
you vote.
so now we can vote. So all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Mm.
Okay, moving on, Cheryl.
I move that all holders of such licenses hereunder granted except Class A package store licenses are hereby granted permission to hold dances in their respective places so licensed.
Second.
Any concerns from the public? Thank you. All the council, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
I move that no transfer application or applications that may be made to have one or more granted licenses transferred from one person to another person or persons at the same location without a specific consideration and determination by the town council.
Second.
Any discussion from the audience? Hearing none. Council, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
I move that the following persons and corporations be and are hereby granted renewal licenses for the respective places of business pending receipt of certificate of good standing from the Rhode Island Division of Taxation to the town clerk with the approval from the police chief, tax collector, building inspector, fire chief, and the Rhode Island Department of Health and certificate of server training program. Class A package store, including Sunday and holiday sales. License for Healy's Liquor, Inc., DBA Healy Liquor Store, 144 Danielson Pike. License for The Watering Hole LLC, DBA The Watering Hole, 185 Hartford Pike.
Second.
Concerns from the audience? Hearing none. From- Go.
Includes like a state fire marshal.
That motion includes state fire
Uh,
marshal? It should.
Should, they all should.
It says fire chief, doesn't say state fire marshal.
We don't have.
Right.
But you still, and I know that they've gone out. They've gone,
They have to-
I know. of one-
So here's my question. Is that you have pending inspections.
Right, because we're waiting on the state.
So the motion should include.
Doesn't it?
No.
Oh, it does say, oh, it should say the state fire marshal, but it does say with approval from.
Okay, all right.
Right, it does say that.
I just wanted to make sure we were covering ourselves.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does say approval
Okay.
from. Okay, so
We
the
can
motion's
move-
been made and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
I I reiterate my motion for the following Class BV licenses. License for Tom Bread, no. Is it? Breard? Bread, DBA Lucky's Pizza, 143 Danielson Pike. License for Tykamic, I don't know how to say that, Enterprises LLC, DBA Foster Country Club, Inc., 67 Johnson Road. Tykamic. Licenses for Helen's Place, Inc., DBA Helen's Place, 172 Danielson Pike. License for Woodland Meeting House, LLC, DBA Woodland Meeting House, 115 East Killenly Road. Shady Acres Fry Shack, LLC, DBA Shady Acres, 164 Danielson Pike.
Second.
Audience, hearing none, okay. Discuss, all in favor from the council?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Thank you.
I reiterate my motion for the following Class D license. License for Little Rhodey Vasa Park, Inc., DBA Little Rhodey Vasa Park, 10 Boswell Trail.
Second.
Anyone from the audience? No, thank you. Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye. I move that the number of liquor licenses to be granted and issued for and during the current term next ensuing December 2nd, 2024 and ending December 1st, 2025 shall be as follows. Class A package store, 2. Class B victualers, 5. Class D unlimited, 1. I'm not sure there's more. And furthermore, that the town clerk shall not receive any other applications without the approval of the town council.
Second.
Discussion from the audience?
I have a question.
Yes. Can you need to come up, come on, Mrs. Brown.
Okay, I'm a little slow today. I would like to know.
Wait 1 minute.
Okay, I'd like to know who the number one is, who is passing.
Number 1 is who's passing?
You just said number one first, one license.
1
Oh,
second.
no, those are,
That's the number of licenses.
That's the number.
that's a limit.
And
So
that is
they
for
can-
what?
So Class A has 2, Class B has 5, Class D is unlimited, has only 1
That's all we allow
in
in
the
town.
town.
Okay, but there's one were reading of earlier. That will pass on from one place to the other without going through the
That
council
was a
again.
transfer. She's talking about the transfer of
There's-
licenses, but
there's
you can't.
No transfer.
you cannot-
There's no transfer license here at all.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Right, you can't transfer unless the council says, okay,
Okay, and they come to you and they apply for it.
yes,
And if they don't,
then they don't get
They
it.
don't get it.
then I will inform you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Rao. Okay. Go ahead.
Did we vote on that?
Yes, we
Okay.
did.
This one, no, it was seconded. You asked for any.
Yeah.
comments.
Okay, Mrs. Rao did. Any further discussion from the council?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
I move that the following persons be and are hereby granted entertainment, ongoing open recreation event renewal licenses for their respective places of business with the approval from the police chief, tax collector, building inspector, fire chief, and the Rhode Island Department of Health Certificate of Server Training Program. Entertainment, ongoing open recreational event licenses. License for Tom Breard, DBA Lucky's Pizza, 143 Danielson Pike. License for Tykamic Enterprises LLC, DBA Foster Country Club, Inc., 67 Johnson Road. License for Woodland Meeting House LLC, DBA Woodland Meeting House, 115 East Killenly Road. License for Helen's Place, Inc., DBA Helen's Place, 172 Danielson Pike.
Second.
Anyone in the audience? Any questions? Council, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
I move to approve that the following businesses have applied for renewal of game and amusement devices licenses. Lucky's Pizza, 1 machine, 1 pool table. Helen's Place, one pool table. Woodland Meeting House, one pool table.
Second.
Discussion or concerns from the audience? Hearing none. Council, any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I move that it is ordered in granting the previously specified and number licenses that the provisions of said general laws of 1956 as amended and all amendments thereof and thereto, and also the provision for any and all laws affecting such licenses shall apply, and such licenses are hereby granted subject to such rules and regulations and conditions hereto established or that may hereafter be established by the Town Council of Forster, and that licenses hereby granted shall expire on the first day of December 2025 at 12 o'clock midnight, unless sooner revoked for cause.
Second.
Discussion or questions from the audience? Hearing none. Discussion from the council?
Things haven't changed in all the years I've been here.
I know. It is, it really is. No, I need to ask. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Moving on, we have the Thanksgiving proclamation. Would somebody else beside Ms. Lord want to read it? So that you're not
Okay.
microphone.
Thank you for the light. I know you can't, it's hard to see.
Whereas the month of November holds historical significance in giving thanks for the town of Foster's distinguishing characteristics. Whereas the people in the town of Foster can view the stars in the night sky, hear the birds early on a spring morning, enjoy the sounds and scents of nature in the summer at dusk, and view the changing colors of the leaves in autumn. And whereas the people of the town of Foster respect the beauty of our natural environment and recognize their obligation to protect it for future generations. And whereas the citizens of the town of Foster exhibit the spirit of volunteerism as shown by the volunteer fire companies and service on various boards, commissions, and organizations. And whereas the citizens of the town of Foster assist those facing financial challenges through donations of goods and by donating to the food pantries at the Department of Social Services and local churches. And whereas the populace of the town of Foster gathers together and supports community events such as Foster Old Home Days, concerts in the Valley, community yard sales, artists open studios, and Christmas in the Valley. And whereas the people of the town of Foster recognize and respond to the need for conservation through recycling, that which can be recycled to diminish the damaging impact on our environment and preserving valuable resources through the Foster Land Trust and Borders Farm. And whereas the people of the town of Foster respect and preserve the past through supporting projects to protect our historic buildings, stone walls, cemeteries, and the town pond. Should that be pound or pond? And the town pond. And whereas the people of the town of Foster plan for the future through the planning board, zoning board, conservation commission, library board, recreational committee. And whereas the citizens of the town of Foster of all beliefs are invited once a year to gather in the spirit of Thanksgiving at this ecumenical Thanksgiving service. Thank you. Now therefore be it resolved that the town council for the town of Foster affirms its commitment to a positive quality of life for residents and is proud to proclaim November 24th, 2024 as Thanksgiving Day in the town of Foster. Dated the 14th day of November, 2024, attested by Sue M. Dillon, town clerk.
Thank you. Discussion, this proclamation will be read at the Thanksgiving ecumenical service held here right in Foster Center Baptist Church at 3 o'clock on Sunday, the 24th, I
Yeah.
believe. So further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor? Opposed? Thank you. Next, we have the farmer's market letter, and you're all here. Thank you for coming. Would you like to come up and
Yeah, team.
There you go.
Tag team.
We do have in our packets your letter. Or your
I could find it.
flyer. So,
Oh,
and I must say, I think it's been very successful. I stop just about every Sunday to get my vegetables, so.
Happy to have you.
So go ahead.
I think it has too. I don't stop every Sunday.
I guess the only thing to say is that thank you for getting us started. We had a really successful first full season at Shady Acres and I think basically traffic went up the whole time. We started out kind of slow. We finished the season really strong. I think we had a lot of happy vendors and happy customers and we kept Desi at Shady Acres happy.
Yes.
So thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
No, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
I,
you.
I think it was very successful.
And it was a good idea from the start. I'm glad you guys kept it going and
Yeah.
it's getting better. It really was a good idea. Planning board actually put it forward, right?
Right,
Yeah,
They
Right.
developed the idea.
they started the idea, so, but you guys really ran with it, so thank
Sure
you
did.
so much.
Thank you for
Yes.
volunteers.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
yes, we appreciate it.
And we're excited to keep going.
Yeah.
Yes.
See if you can get those gondola rides. Go. Sorry, I had to.
Any other comments from the council?
I just thought that they were all so welcoming and so excited about it. It was evident in them anytime I saw them that you did us all proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I applaud you all your efforts because that's work. That's a lot of work. And you guys really stepped up to the plate and filled it and I appreciate it.
And you know, can I add something else?
Sure.
It really shows people from out of state and other towns what Foster's all about. It really is it's a good thing to let people see that side of Foster and get to meet people and stop and talk. We appreciate
I
it.
know from my part, it was great meeting so many vendors who I didn't know, you know,
Mhm.
before it started. It's a lot of people who do really interesting things here in town.
Really, yeah.
And it's just
Give
the
them a
beginning.
place
Yeah.
to sell
Mm-hmm. It
It's
really
just the
was,
beginning.
and very knowledgeable. I mean, there were some vegetables that I had never heard of, and you guys all had a recipe
them.
for me to try.
Wow.
I
So-
know, one of the great joys of the season was being able to bring in local nonprofits and community organizations. So as much as you hear other folks who are trying to get involved with the community or organizations or groups that are trying to get a hold of folks. I know that the goal for the market is to be able to also just be a hub for the community and bring in people who are looking for.
Can I ask you to give me personally an example of the nonprofits that, I mean, because that's interesting. I didn't even think of that. So can you give us, because this is on Zoom going across a lot of people,
Right.
tens of people.
Tens of people.
Yeah.
The one that comes to mind for me is the Lions Club, but I don't know.
Yeah, we had the Lions Club, we had the Northern Rhode Island Conservation District came out and
Wow.
cable. We also had Safer Streets come and talk
Really?
about their program, yeah.
So as there were organizations that had either campaigns where they were, trying to get a hold of folks in different communities and, really trying to get the word out. They were able to table at the farmer's market and say, this is an opportunity to connect with the community.
That's
or-
interesting.
Mhm.
So you had people not in the produce and actual,
Mhm.
market.
Yeah,
They're out there trying
So
to
who
get,
was-
it's really neat.
Who was the Lions Club? Was it the state Lions Club? Or
It
was
was
it
the Situate Lions.
Situate?
Yeah.
you used to be involved with that.
I was in Foster Lions
Oh,
Club for
great. Yeah.
45
There
years.
you go.
But we couldn't keep it
No.
going. We lost the
Right, it
volunteers.
sounds like they merged, but they're still going strong at the.
Oh, yeah, they
farmers
are.
market.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other, but a lot of the clubs are
And might
numbering down.
might I suggest why? The secret to the demise, but the success is younger folks like you guys.
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
Chris, did a
It's
lot.
true.
Chris did a lot, and a lot of people here, not me, I'm not a lifer from Foster, but there are people here that have been working hard for years, and as they move on,
Yep, I get it. Go ahead.
as they move on,
We're very thankful for you. We need more.
there's not a lot of people racing up behind you to do the hard work.
Yeah, no,
And you guys, that's really neat, because, I mean, because you guys will be the next board and committee members and volunteers for other things.
Oh, you
Because
bet
as
your
you-
sweet Pippi
As
they
you
will.
grow in pride
Yeah.
and as you grow and seeing the benefit of what you're doing, it motivates you to, you actually want to do more.
That's definitely
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, that's definitely the vision that I've gotten to hear is that, you know, it's not just about how do we sell produce that comes locally to local folks, but that it's more about how do we really create a community hub to
Mhm.
bring in, you know, whether it's young families who wanna be able to play at the playground, like I know your kids do, whenever
Yeah.
you are there, or, you know, if there's music happening that people wanna swing by, or the petting zoos.
Yeah.
That it is a farmer's market, but it's just also a way to create that sense of community, for sure.
And keep your eyes and ears open, because if Situate Lions Club is visiting, then one of you or people you know may take up the charge and start up a Foster Lions Club again.
There you go. Yeah,
If
and.
you see a benefit in it.
Mhm.
And you can network with all the other communities.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Good for you guys.
Well, thank you for all your hard
Thank
work.
you, thank
And I
you, thank you.
appreciate you coming and presenting for us.
Yes.
This is gonna be the best last meeting we've ever had.
It's gonna be quick.
Shh. I put down the transition meeting because we had decided on the 21st, but when I reached out to the newly elected, not all of them could make it to the 21st, so we have suggested the 26th, which is a Tuesday night before. It's like a week.
I might have a thing.
Week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's the week of Thanksgiving. It would be at 6 o'clock at the townhouse, so dress warm.
No, turn the heat on.
3 days in advance.
I did that. one
Yeah.
time. We frozen,
So, I know,
cause the heat wouldn't come on.
it wouldn't come on, so. So does anyone have any problems with that date, Cheryl?
No, I can make
I
it.
already had
Okay.
missed it.
All right, and I know Heidi can, so, and you're all good with it too?
We're all set.
Great.
6 o'clock, you said,
6
right?
o'clock
Mhm.
at the townhouse. That being said,
Thanksgiving, okay, for-
no, before, it's the Tuesday before. And it will be considered a workshop, Mrs. Rao. So what is going to happen is where this present council discusses and talks to the new council about things that have been happening and what we feel they need to know about.
Out of that, an
So
executive
it's
session.
not public,
Yes.
it's just for the council and the new people.
So,
Right, I mean, the public is welcome.
Okay.
The public is
But there will
welcome,
be a closed session.
but then-
right? No public participation, and it's a workshop, so. You will? I'd hate to have that happen, Mrs. Rao.
I do like actually the same couple here. You know, I met them at the farmer's market over there. And they were so wonderful. So everybody who came there.
They
and,
were.
They really got the people to come back. And I really glad that they are here.
Good, good, I'm
Thank you.
glad.
Mrs. Rao.
Thank you, Mrs. Rao. I'll accept a motion to go into executive session. I want to thank everybody for coming and wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for all your support and help.
I move to go into executive session, executive closed session pursuant to Rhode Island General Law 42-46-5.
Bye, man.
42-4 for the reasons set forth in 42-46-5A2. For discussion and work sessions regarding collective bargaining. Litigation.
Thank you. So moved.
Second, okay.
Discussion, hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, Mrs. Rao.
There's only
I never know which one to go